Hi guys, okay, so here let's do some calculus and we are going to differentiate from first principle. So if I give you guys a few examples, like firstly, f of x is equal to x cubed. And I ask you to differentiate from first principle. Remember, f of x is equal to x cubed. So if we do from first principle, we are supposed to calculate f of x plus h first before we do that. So we are now going to say, okay, but f of x plus h, we have to substitute x plus h into x's place. So this is going to be x plus h cubed. So now what we're going to do is we have to simplify this. Now we have a short method for squared, but not for cubed. So what we have to do is we have to say, okay, this is x plus h times by x plus h squared. So now we have a short method for this one. And we can say this is x squared plus 2xh, because remember, square the first one, times them with each other, times by 2, and then you square the second term like that. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to times this in. So this is then x cubed plus 2x squared h plus xh squared. Now we have to times the h in, plus x squared h plus 2xh squared, and then we say plus h cubed. So now what we do is we look for our like terms. So there's an x squared h and there's an x squared h. And also here's an xh squared and there's an xh squared. So we have to simplify this. X cubed plus 2 plus 1 is plus 3x squared h, and then we say xh squared plus 2xh squared gives you plus 3xh squared plus h cubed. Now this is simplified. So when we do from first principle, remember the rule says the derivative is equal to f of x plus h minus f of x over h. And remember, it is the limit as h approaches 0. So now we're going to continue and write the limit as h approaches 0 up to the point where we actually substitute h equals to 0. Okay, so we have the value of f of x plus h right there. So we can substitute this in now. So we're going to say the limit as h approaches 0 of x cubed plus 3x squared h plus 3xh squared plus h cubed minus the f of x that you cannot see right now, which is x cubed there, all over h. So now what we're going to do is we're going to say again, the limit as h approaches 0. Now the x cubed minus x cubed, that's going to cancel out now. So we have 3x squared h plus 3xh squared plus h cubed left inside our bracket. So what we can do now is we can take out h commonly there. And then we are left with 3x squared, the h is taken out, plus 3x, 1h left, plus h squared divided by h. And what happens when we do this is that our h's are going to cancel. Now we can go ahead and we can substitute 0 into h's place. So we basically substitute 0 there and we substitute 0 there. So if I substitute 0 into this equation, this is going to become 0 and this is going to become 0, meaning that my answer is just 3x squared.